Hey, it's Anna. I wanted to give a little bit of backstory about what you're about to see. I found this seller through a website where people list their homes for sale by owner. I cold called the seller and explained that I had a buyer for the property. We ended up opening escrow and agreed upon a commission of 3%. Throughout the transaction, the seller has asked me 4 times to lower my commission. Keep that in mind. So the home ended up appraising low. The seller knew the home would likely appraise low going into this. And he also knew that the buyer would not be in a position to cover a gap. The seller went behind my back and contacted the buyer to strike a deal outside of this purchase transaction. Here's the deal. Now, the property has a single family home with 2 trailers currently occupied by tenants. Nobody is on a written lease. The seller told the buyer that he would forgive the $22,000 appraisal gap if the buyer agreed to allow one of the tenants in one of the trailers to remain on the property and continue paying the seller rent until the gap was satisfied. Roughly 3 years. The buyer called me and filled me in, and he was stressed out about the liability under those conditions. And when I told him we can stand firm on our offer, he breathed a sigh of relief. I told the buyer no longer to accept the seller's calls, and here's the conversation with the seller. Now, keep in mind, you're going to hear the seller mention a sob story. This seller shows up to every meeting wearing brand name clothes, Versace sunglasses, designer shoes, and drives a luxury vehicle. Here we go. He let me know that you contacted him.
Yes.
As you know, that's a breach of agency relationship, and any communication going forward needs to go through me.
Oh, okay.
So he's been advised not to meet with you and not to communicate with you directly. That's in the contract. So he did inform me of the deal that you were attempting to strike on the side.
Right.
He's not agreeing to become indebted to you. But the terms of the original offer stand, with the exception of the reduced price for the appraised value. The property and the trailers on it are to be delivered vacant. The commission stands at the 3%. I had considered reducing it, but after we've already negotiated that from the beginning, the way that I'm seeing it now is you should be paying me 4 to 5 for the amount of follow-up on the back end, printing documents for you, taking them to you, scanning them for you. Those are tasks I don't mind doing for a seller when I'm representing both parties, but in this case, I work for the buyer, and I'm not your secretary.
Right, and I never considered you to be my secretary.
Okay. Because those tasks are normally something that I would do for a client. And I did them for you as a courtesy. So for you to ask me to reduce my commission after doing those things for you, completely not. It's not something that I'm going to consider. So,
okay, so you sent me, what did you send me yesterday that we needed to sign? Because that's what we had agreed upon yesterday, and if that's not going to fall through, then I think that we're not going to proceed.
Yeah, we didn't agree upon that. You just told me that you wanted to reduce it to 2%. I didn't agree to that. The form that I sent to you changes the value of the home to $435, which is the appraised value. And we already agreed to purchase the property as is, which is a risk in itself. We waived the home inspection at your request, which the buyer was entitled to. And we're in a seller's market. Most homes are appraising high right now. So seeing as how you told us that you had received only verbal offers for the home during the couple days that it was on Zillow, it's likely this is going to be the best offer for the home. The lender's ready to close next week, and the amendment with the terms is drafted, ready to sign. You can sign it electronically, or if you want me to print it out for you like we did before, we can do that and get it to escrow.
Anna, if we can't do the 2%, we're just not going to move forward, because I was under the impression that you had agreed on that, and that's what I had told her.
Okay.
So if I go back to him and I tell him no, she decided not to. Actually, that's the reason why I was getting ready, because I was going to go over there and have it printed out for him to sign, send it back to you.
Okay. Would you like me to call him and tell him myself?
So who yourself?
Yes.
Why would you need to do that?
It sounds like you're nervous about talking to him about this.
Nervous about you talking about what? That I was trying to strike a deal, which you're saying was been contacting me as well, so that goes both ways.
And that's because he wasn't aware that was he wasn't aware that was a breach of relationship.
Anna, look, let me tell you what's happened. Let me tell you exactly what's happened. We had agreed at 457.
Mm-hmm.
Appraisal came back at 435.
Right.
There's $22,000 difference.
Right.
Okay? So me contacting Anna, to be completely honest with you, and what you're saying, trying to strike a deal, is not trying to strike a deal. From the beginning when we spoke, he had mentioned to me that he wanted me to help him with trailers, with the rent, and I had told him I have a trailer inside of that particular property. Now, if you'd like, because of the $22,000 difference, would you be open to discounting rent for that trailer? And that is the conversation that we were having.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't consider, you might consider that a breach. I'm not renegotiating the price. I'm not negotiating anything that you and I had already agreed upon on the 435.
Mm-hmm.
This is separate, Anna.
Right. This is
separate.
This is putting him in debt to you for $22,000, which the home is not worth, and you are not entitled to.
Okay. Well, listen, if you could do the two, I think that we could still move forward. But if you can't do the two because I guess you're upset because I contacted him or whatever it is, then just let me know now so I can tell you that's all.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm willing to walk away from this shady deal for...
Anna, listen, it's not a shady deal. And you know that very well. It's not a shady deal. I'll be honest with you. If you'd like, I could send you some pictures. I have my grandson in the hospital right now. He's got issues with his brain. I could send you the pictures. I could send you the videos. We are scrambling as a family. You know how the economy's been. Not working right now. So I am trying to pull from wherever I can to help my grandson. Because insurance is not going to cover all the things that he needs. Right now, he's in you can check if you want. He's in the children's ICU unit right now. He just got out of a complete CAT scan, and he has abnormality in his brain. He's 2 months old.
I'm very sorry to hear that, and I hope that he recovers.
She only counts on us,
mm-hmm.
and medical is not going to cover it, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you this in all honesty, Anna, I'm falling apart because I'm the only breadwinner in the family. So if you'd like, I could send you the pictures. And if you'd like, I can give you the number so you can contact my daughter. So you can see that this is absolutely nothing that I'm making up. And you can see where we're at. We all have problems, Anna. We all have our own issues and everything else. But right now, I'm scrambling right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you'd like, I can send you the pictures right now. And I can give you my daughter's number. You can call her.
Yeah, that's not necessary, and it doesn't play any part whatsoever into this deal. Everybody has their issues. Your financial situation is separate from this deal. The fact is, the home is going to be sold at $435 if you want to continue with this deal.
Right, and that's what I agreed to, Anna.
Okay, and the other offer for the rest of the terms that were originally stated are standing. If you want to go ahead and put it back up and find another buyer, that's completely fair. And we're prepared to move forward that way as well.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and sign it electronically, or do you want me to print it out for you?
No, let me talk with because the things changed because I had told them 2 and now it's back to 3.
Okay.
All right. So give me a couple hours. Give me about 2 hours, and I should have it squared away either way.
Okay, cool. Let me know what's going on then.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.